A lot of players have been asking what is the best DPS gear you can use to boost your damage on this chief challenge. So in this video I did some tests and I'm gonna show you what is the best gear you can use on every chief challenge. Hello guys, WilsonBox here. I hope you guys are having a great day. I already did all the videos, all the video guides about every chief challenge, but in this video I want to talk about the gear that you should use. So in most of my videos I've been using the real gear, but looks like there have been some players saying that the Emperor gear, the Emperor set, is better than the real. So that's what I'm going to check on this video. So we can use 4 of these sets. We have the Rhapsodies. Supposedly this one is better for Dauntless heroes because it works better with basic attacks. Then we have the Unclean for derivate damage, we have the Real and Emperor. So this is the 4 ones and everyone is saying Emperor is better on these chief challenges. So just to let you guys know, I already went to the camp and I tried it before on this guy, you know, the drilling ground, and I must say with the Real or the Rhapsodies you can do more damage. So I had to test it on the chief challenges because it's the best way. So I tried this with 3 different teams. I tried with wild heroes, with dauntless heroes, and I also with the high splash. So I tried the fire damage, this guy here. I tried with the other one that takes more damage from lightning, and the other one that takes more damage from ice. So starting with this guy, I used 3 wild heroes. I used Felicity, I used Erich, and also Tononem. And on this one I tried 4 different sets. So I tried the Emperor with attack percentage on the gloves, Emperor with crit rates on gloves, and then with a Real, same thing, attack percentage on gloves, and then a Real with crit rate on gloves, just to see the comparison between the damage. So guys, on the first one, a Real with gloves with attack percentage, we can see that Erich did this damage. So this is our first run with attack percentage. This is our default damage. So we're gonna start comparing with this. Next one, I used a Real with crit rate. So as you guys can see, we did more damage with most of the characters. I mean, Felicia, she did almost the same damage because she already has a good base of crit rate. And Tononem did almost the same damage as well, with crit rate the same thing. It's not a big difference. But then, what you guys want to know, it's the Emperor. So I tried Emperor with attack percentage, and the first run was already better. So Enrich did a little bit less than before. He did 1 million, almost 2 millions before he had done 2 millions. And then we had Felicia also doing a little bit better, and Tononem was almost the same, but on the total damage was a little bit better. But then I tried Emperor with crit rate, and here is the big boost of damage. So it was 1 million more damage than we did before, guys, and I'm doing this with just these 3 heroes. I'm not using any tank or anything because I want to do this faster and I just want to have a comparison of damage. So as you guys can see, everyone did more damage than before. I mean, almost everyone. So Felicia, she did 3 million, so she did like 1 million more. Tononem did a little bit better as well. And then the big difference here is Enrich. So Enrich did better with gloves, with a Real and crit rate before, and also was doing better with Emperors and attack percentage gloves. I'll talk about this later, but I felt that some characters, some specific ones, some sets work better than others. So let's just have a look at these wild heroes that I was using, and this is why. So Felicity, she works really well with critical hits because it increases the ultimate energy by 5%. So probably that's why she's doing more damage with the crit rate gloves. Then Tononem, same thing, he works better with crit rate because he has this extra crit rate and also crit damage, so he's going to do more crit damage than other heroes, so maybe this is why he works better with crit rate. And then we have Erich. Erich doesn't work at all with any crit rate, he just works with attack percentage, and probably that's why he works better with attack percentage on his gloves. Then I went for the chief challenge that takes more damage from ice, which is this one. First one, aerial and attack percentage. As you guys can see, we did 3 million point 4, and then we tried again with aerial and crit rate, and the damage was much better. And as you guys can see, so we have here the comparison. So Gertin did almost the same thing. Then this guy did almost the same thing as well. He did a little bit better with crit rate, and this one did much better, for 400k more than before. And then we tried with the Emperor. So with the Emperor and gloves with attack percentage, it went a little bit better, so 4 million, so was already better than the other before. And on this one, as you guys can see, Gertin did more damage with gloves attack percentage with the Emperor set, as you guys can see, and then this guy did a little better as well, and this one did worse without the crit rate. But then we tried Emperor with crit rate, and you guys can see again these guys. So here was 1 more million damage, and this one, you guys can see, was also 1 million damage more. So Gertin did much more damage here, so you guys can see 1 million more damage, and then this guy did more damage as well, and this one did almost the same, but for these two it worked much better. And let's have a look again to these heroes, because as I said guys, it really depends on each hero. On most of them I think Emperor will work always better. But regarding the gloves with attack percentage or crit rate, it's different. So Gertin of course is going to work better with crit rate, because she has this crit damage up, so since his crit damage will be higher, crit rate on her will benefit her much more. Then we have Blading, and Blading is kinda the same thing. He gets this attack up, and then every 3 times it's dealing with an additional 20% chance of triggering a critical hit, so probably this is the reason why the crit rate works better on him as well. But then we have Sadik, and Sadik doesn't have any skill that makes any synergy with crit rate or crit damage, so maybe that's the reason why he sometimes works better with attack percentage and not crit rate, or that's why we don't notice a big difference on his damage. So we tried aerial and we tried with the Emperor, so one against the other. So my question here, after a few tests, so this was not the first ones, I tried a few more just to check if this was real and was just not luck. So I tried a few more, and as you guys can see, Emperor, most of the situations, I mean all of the situations against the chief challenges, this set is going to do more damage. But for some heroes, the gloves with attack percentage work better than the crit rate. But that's something, it really depends on the skills of that hero. So next one, I tried the Emperor against the Rhapsodist. So you guys can see already, there's a little bit of difference. And I had to use a tank on this one, because as you guys can see, this guy, he does that poison damage, and he's going to attack my heroes, and I really want that this boss attacks the tank, so I gave him some more attack percentage so he can focus him, and this way he can give more time to my heroes, to these dauntless heroes, to do some damage. So guys, there's first one, Rhapsodist with attack percentage. We did the lowest damage, we did 2 million point 4, and then I did again Rhapsodist with crit rate, and was a little bit better, so the damage increased for almost 400k. And as you guys can see, the damage between these two are kind of the same. These two increased the damage a little bit, so it was better. And then I tried with the Emperor, just to compare against the Rhapsodist, and again the Emperor performed a little bit better. So guys, as you guys can see, 3 million damage was already better than the other two I tested before, so this guy did almost the same damage on both, and this one did more damage than before on both of the runs, and this guy did more damage as well than both of the runs. And then I tried with crit rates, and guys, I was not expecting, but the damage was kind of the same as the other one with attack percentage, so it was basically the same thing. This one did almost the same damage, this was nearby as well. This one did a little bit less damage, but was, yeah, the final damage was almost the same thing, probably because of the debuffs that this boss will apply to these characters. And then I did a few more tests just with attack penalty because I was wondering if the Emperor set will do more damage when you have applied attack penalty. So I tried these two with Emperor, attack percentage on both. Just the only difference is this one is with attack penalty, this one is without attack penalty. So there's a little bit more damage on this rune, but I just think this was purely luck because I had more buffs, because then I tried the same thing with the wild heroes and with this guy, and this one with attack penalty 2 minutes I did less damage than without. So I don't think there's any correlation with attack penalty, it doesn't make any difference. But the really important thing about this that we can get from this test I did, and the conclusion I get, is that this Emperor's set is the best one you can use on any Chief Challenge. I tried this just on the Chief Challenge, so I don't think this will work better on Vortex or something like that, but at least on the Chief Challenges you can do much more damage with the Emperor set. So if you've been watching my videos, I've been using a reel, change all of that, change all of the sets you are using to the Emperor set, because that Emperor set will do a better damage. Even if you don't have enough hands with crit rate, then use the ones with attack percentage, but at least use a Emperor set because it will increase a lot your damage. I did this test just with DPS because this way these runes will take less time, but of course if you have a tank and a healer, the damage you're gonna see will be increased for a lot. Will not just be 1 million, will be much more, like 5, 6, even 10, 20 million damage, you never know. So give it a try with the Emperor set if you are already not trying yet. So if you're watching some other content creators, I saw that Stu did a video already about this, and you noticed the Emperor set did more damage, and I had a lot of viewers commenting on my videos that this set does more damage on Chief Challenge, so I had to try it. So guys, I hope this video helped you guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to leave that like and subscribe, it helps me a lot to support my channel and bring more better and improved content. Thank you once again, and see you next time.